Welcome, beautiful people. Welcome to RFD Talk here live at the mighty 147 WVOL, Nashville's Heritage Radio Station. I am super excited. It's the top of the hour Monday night. And I'm back, listeners, WVOL listeners, and RFD listeners. I am here tonight, super excited. We have an amazing show. We have a beautiful guest here in the green room, and we'll get her on tonight. We're going to be talking about how to start a business. Who is ready to learn how to start a business? Listen, it's time. If you ain't starting a business for yourself, let's listen in, get your pencils and paper and get ready to take notes and call in. This is not just about a monologue here at RFD Talk. We're here to have dialogue. So call in. I know I'll be talking to Mr. H and my beautiful guest, but I'd love for you guys to call in and question me tonight. Question us. We love to hear what comments you have for us here tonight. So dial in 615-227-1470. And, that's O. That should be 0. It's like you got an O and then you got a 0. So you got a letter in your life and you got a number in your life. So we're going to do that again. So dial in at 615-227-1470. Okay, people. Beautiful people. It's Monday again. And I want to say happy Monday to you guys. Take a deep breath with me, because you know how I get when I get in the studio with, all my lovely listeners all over the world, especially my listeners right here in the greater Nashville, Tennessee. Hello, beautiful people. Hey, this weekend, Nashville, Tennessee, I want to say thank you for having me here. I actually stepped out of my comfort zone. I have been under the rock for too long, listeners. Let me share to my Nashville local listeners and my international global listeners. I live in the wonderful Nashville, but I go to work and go home. This got to stop. I've been working down here in Nashville for about 6 years now, and I have not yet went to. Hello. Thank you, Jasmine, for joining us. I have not been here to the Jazz Cumberland. That's where I went to, on the Jazz. Have you been there, Mr. H? Oh, wow. Some of us right here in the local city, you better get out of under that rock and come down to Jazz on the Cumberland. I want to thank Victor Chapman. If he ever watches this show, I don't know, Victor, I'm gonna have to get him on the show one day. He's an amazing man here out of Nashville, Tennessee, and it's been there for I found out last night, maybe 11 years or so, and it's nominated as one of the national places to go in Tennessee. And so that's a fact. If you haven't been, it's very relaxing, calm. The area just is so beautiful. You get to see a little bit of the lake right there. You get to see downtown. You get to hear music. You get to watch people. And the food was delicious. Again, RFD. Of course, I have to eat plant-based as possible, vegetarian as possible. So there wasn't a lot on the menu for me, but I did get to eat something, and I feel great today. So I'm glad I chose the right food. So basically, I wanted to shout out to my Nashvillians. Nashville has some great things. I really have to say, as a international woman, global woman that I am, and I love to travel. Travel is my elixir. But Nashville, I had to say, to be in a destinational place has been really fun, because I still got a lot of rooftops to go to. I still have so many things to go to besides work. And I had to tell myself I want to live more louder. So Nashville, thank you for allowing me to be here with you guys as we grow and extend and things are happening in the city. Got to come on out and check some of these things out. So that was pretty fun. And I want to shout out the band. Just one more thing about the concert. I love concerts. To tell you a little bit about me personally, traveling is one of my favorite things. Concerts has been my favorite thing since I was a kid. Some of you that may follow me on some of my other platforms notice that I hung out with my besties. I have some celebrity friends, and I got to hang out backstage at Bridgestones with Tamiko Troutman and her amazing family. So that was fun to get to go behind the stage of Bridgestone and get to see what all the celebrities get to do, get to walk around in their greatness. So it's pretty cool. But there was a band last night at Jazz at the on let me slow down on the Jazz on the Chamberlain, and that was a band. They were amazing guys. They showed up. They had another band scheduled. Everything done with the Jazz of Cumberland is on donations. It's a nonprofit organization, and they haven't charged us to come down and hang out down at the park. And they get bands to come, probably on their own initiative to come. But this band, I got to shout them out. It's called the It's the 11 band. So it's 1111. And so if you heard of them, if you haven't heard of them, you definitely want to invite them to your event. I'm telling you, they were amazing guys. So anyway, that was some fun that RFD indulged in Nashville, and getting to know my home, my second home. Yes, it is my second home, Tennessee. I have accepted that. I've been here 16 years. My dad's family is from here, and yes, I am from here as well. But as a native of Dayton, I really need to appreciate some of the things I get to do here in Nashville. So shout out to Nashvilleans. Okay. And so basically, we are moving on. I got some other fun things. I want to thank my sponsors of the RFD Talk. We have some amazing sponsors. And if you are interested in being a sponsor and you like your program or your products promoted on all of my platforms, please inbox me at robindavid09@gmail.com. And that's where you can talk to me about some of the summer specials I have for advertisement. If you have videos, you have flyers that you would like to promote on the show, please contact me. I would love to have your business market here on the RFD Talk live at WVOL here in Greater Nashville. So we're excited, but we want to thank our sponsors who's been really generous with us. We've been on air with them for a while. We love them. It's Shave Me Down Handmade Body Butter. And you can find Shave Me Down Handmade Body Butter. You can find that on Facebook, or you can email shavemedown@06@gmail.com. You can place your order that way, and we appreciate them. That is my favorite body butter. If you have seen me in person, or if you can see me on some of my platforms and that lovely smile in my skin, it's my Shave Me Down. It's just something that makes me feel really good. Hello. Thank you, Sunshine. Hello. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us. And we also want to thank our other sponsor, which is Majestic Elegance and Candle Company. That is, excuse me, that's my phone going off right there. We were having that conversation before this happened. So we want to thank Majestic Elegance Candle and Company, which is a soy bean wax company, and it's toxin free. It has a wooden wick, and you definitely want to check out their website. I invite you to go to their website, which is livemajestic.com. So thank my sponsors. We appreciate you all checking them out. And definitely, those are some of my favorite candles. I burn those practically daily for calmness, relaxation, just soothing. It is really a nice thing to add to your self-care and your wellness. So we also know what time it is now. What time? I normally want to thank all of my listeners here live here in Nashville on the WVOL radio, and my podcast viewers from YouTube and Facebook. I want to tell you thank you. It has been a fun experience being here with you every week, sharing inspirational stories, business owners' stories, inspirational people coming and teaching us self-care and teaching us how to love ourselves out of complicated situations. You know, here at the RFD Talk Show, my goal is and mission is to teach women and men to live in their truth. You know, sometimes we have complicated situations in life, and those complicated situations, one of the things Coach Robin, RFD, loves to share is ways to love yourself through anything, how to manage your emotions, how to get yourself in alignment with your purpose, and to create more peace, more balance, and more happiness and prosperity. So definitely know that's what we're about here at the RFD in WVOL, of course. And also, we want to go into our next segment. So let's just take a deep breath, because I could use a deep breath. Every Monday, you know, I always talk about Mondays are those days where I get excited, but stuff happens on Monday. It's the beginning of the week. And it could have been some bad news. You could have got a call that you didn't want to have today, or your faith has been stretched today. So this is when you got to have relentless faith on Mondays. Monday, you got to be faithed up. You got to be ready to say, I can do it. I am willing to do it. So take a deep breath with me. I can do it breath. We're going to take a deep breath together. Let's go before we go into my segment. What did the Lord say to RFD? So let's take a deep breath and exhale. Now take another deep breath. And we're going to exhale. Deep breaths are good to clear your head. So what did the Lord say to RFD? And the Lord said this to RFD. You know, today's topic we're about to get into. Can't wait to bring our guest out so she can tell us more about herself and her incredible journey. But one of the things that the Lord said to RFD is you have to write your vision, and make it plain. This is a Habakkuk scripture, right? You know, sometimes I'll talk about a scripture because scriptures are very good to understand your vision, your purpose, and your alignment in life. And to have relentless faith, I think about, you know, our topic, how to start a business. And I remember starting my business probably almost 30 years ago in my early 20s. And I didn't really understand what relentless faith meant. But today, after 30 years of being in business, losing businesses, having to work and create a business, I have really understood that you have to have relentless faith, and you also have to have a plan. You have to get a real clear plan. You got to write it out, and you have to make it really clear and plain. So the verse what I was talking about was Habakkuk 2:2. And it tells us that we need to really sit down with ourselves and look at we are at this time in the year where we're halfway through the year. And so it'll be a good time to really think about how to start a business and what is your plans and what is your vision and how would you put it together and when you write it down and you make it plain, it says write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that if anyone would read it, they could run with it. So you want to be really clear and precise. You want to have your why together, and you want to have your action steps together. And it takes you getting in alignment with yourself and your mind, body, and spirit. So I just wanted to say that's what the Lord gave me. So I'll be working on those things, you know, preparing for the end of this year, getting really clear on and being really having my faith relentlessly, like having to do it regardless if I feel like it, you know, regardless if I think I have all the supplies to do it. You have to just decide that you can and write it out and get with it. So with no further ado, we are ready to get into the show. Where you at? Call in again at 615. You can call in at 227-1470. And if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, please leave your comments. Every comment, we will follow up with you. We'll get back with you. And we love the comments because it allows us to know if we're servicing you and then in helping you grow in the places that you would like to grow in. So with no further ado, I want to bring on She's here in the studio with us. It is a CEO from the greater Nashville area, and she is growing and expanding her business. And no other further ado, I like to introduce to some. Her name may be known and may not know. You come closer here. I will get you. Well, you scoot your chair over closer. You scoot your chair over. We're gonna have her scoot in closer to the get her in her beautiful face in the camera right here. Here's your mic and welcome, Bunny Robinson. Tell us your name and tell us a little bit about your story, Bunny.
My name is Bonnie Robinson. I'm the owner of DL Cleaning Service, a cleaning service I started November 2021.
You started in November 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so what got you, you said it's BL, say your name, your business again?
BL Cleaning Service. I named it after my name. My first name is Bonnie and my middle name is Lynn. BL Cleaning
Oh, I get it. Okay, BL. See, okay, now it makes sense to me. I had to get her to say that again for me, guys, because BL is, so this is your middle and your first and your middle name. That's really cool. I like that. So you started in November 2001. So what got you started and what is your passion about the service that you offer?
How I got started was I'm into profits. I have my own personal profits, and June of 2021, one of my prophets told me, he said, Bonnie, God is calling you into entrepreneurship. And at the time I was working at the mental health hospital, and going into entrepreneurship, I wasn't even thinking about it. So I kind of like brushed it off when he told me that. And so in November, I got a call, and the business opportunity basically opened up for me. And so I took it and ran with it from there.
Wow. Congrats. Well, we want to say congratulations to you. So how did you you got this word of prophecies, what you said you believed in your prophecy that was given to you, and that was in January 21? June of 21. So June of 21. So now you've had what, about almost a year now? You've been in business for a year?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wonderful. So how has this first year, tell us what steps you took. What did that look like? First, you said yes to your calling, which congratulations. And do you find it a calling, or do you find it something that you just passionate, or something that you feel like it's something that you're doing because you like to do? What do you feel like it is for you?
All three. I do think cleaning is a calling. Everybody isn't called to clean, because people can feel energy when they walk into your house. I do mainly residential. So if you rushing and cleaning, people can feel that energy when they walk into the house.
So you go in to get them a good, clean feeling. So what does a clean residence energy feel like? I'm just finding these things out.
Is it holy?
Oh, is it peaceful and holy? Okay, I like that. I think most people need a peaceful and holy house. So when did you realize that this was the business that you were called to do? Did you say it was a calling for you as well?
Everything flowed. It wasn't difficult. And that's one thing I've learned is before you jump into a business, always pray and ask God, is this you, God? Do you want me to go into this? Because in the past, I have jumped into businesses and it was difficult. It didn't go anywhere. It didn't work out. And that's because God wasn't involved in it. God didn't tell me to jump into it. So I would tell anybody before they jump into a business, pray about it and ask God, is this what he wants them to do?
Oh, yes, that's good. You want to get clarity. You want to make sure that you feel like it's a fit with your alignment, your purpose. And asking God is very important because he is like your CEO of your business. In other words, he's the guidance of your business. Absolutely. So after you got your clothes, you got the peace from God, you got, you said yes, and you agreed with God. So what was your first steps of action?
First thing was I did some research, got my business license, start promoting, and word of mouth works really well because people talk. So that helps out a lot, and me getting flyers and the website and promoting on social media. And what else I did? I opened up some business accounts, and that's what I did.
Oh, wonderful! So it sounds like you put together a really clear plan of action. It sounds like you had your steps in order, and you just kind of launched out there and went one after one. That sounds wonderful. So now on this 1 year anniversary, it sounds like you've been about a year now in business. What is like your, you know, next up in the horizon, or is it going the way you like it? Was there some bumps along the way that you're tweaking now? What, tell us what that's looked like that first year.
Everything is pretty good. I really don't have any complaints. I really don't.
Okay. So what else is exciting about BL Cleaning? Tell us what else.
I love meeting different people. I love my clients.
Okay.
Like, they're like my family. I love them. So
Right.
We look out for each other.
So you're building strong relationships, it sounds like. And that's wonderful. It sounds like you have wonderful customer service. Are your customers normally rebooking immediately after you come out and service them?
Yes, I have some that get bi-weekly service, some monthly service.
Awesome. That is great. So tell us, would you ever do residential? Oh, you do residential now. Would you ever do commercial is what I should have said.
If God calls me to it, yes.
Okay. If you feel led that be your next. So how do what do you tell people what type of faith you have to have? How do people have faith to find this? What was those things that you really got gut feeling that this was faith, and how did it operate for you? Or what did you call what are your action steps in faith? What does that mean for you, I should say? Does that make any sense to you?
Yes. Praying and fasting.
Okay.
Praying and fasting.
I love your hair. It's so pretty. So when you say praying and fasting, what does that? Is that something you did on a regular basis? And did you what is fasting? Some of our listeners might not know what prayer meant. So what do you, some of our listeners could be foreign to what it means to pray and ask. So can you explain that for someone that's maybe not a believer or wants to be a believer, that they are praying? Because I've heard people say that praying is not something they do well at. Or so I'm just asking, and what does fasting mean to you?
Praying is just talking to God. How I'm talking to you, that's how I talk to God. It's no special way I talk to God. I just tell him, God, I'm feeling this way. I want this. I want that. What do I need to do? Answer my prayers now. And then fasting. I haven't been doing it as much lately. I need to get back into it. But I remember 1 year I fasted for a year straight.
Wow.
I fasted for a year straight.
What does fasting for a year straight look like, Bunny? I never heard this before. I need to know, because this is a wonderful story and testimony. What does that mean to fast for a whole year straight? I fast, but I don't know if I fast for a whole year straight.
I fasted for a whole year straight. During that fast, I cut out soda, beef, pork, no fried foods. I was only eating chicken, baked or grilled, turkey, seafood. I cut out potatoes. I cut out starches, bread, crackers. And I remember eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. Yes.
So you stayed on it sounds like you were on is like some called like a Daniel fast or something like that, where you just maybe ate very little meat. It sounded like you had little meat and more of the things that were like garden foods or something like that.
Yes, I did that. But like I said, I haven't done a good fast lately. I need to get back into it. But yeah, I did that for a whole year.
So how does that make you feel once you do something? That's amazing. Congratulations. How does that make you feel mentally, physically, spiritually? What was your out result?
You hear from God more clear when you fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what career path was it before you started your amazing business?
I did
your cleaning service.
cleaning. I worked at hotels. I worked at universities. I also went into counseling for a couple of years. I counseled people for a couple of years, and I enjoyed it. And I had started a life coaching business
Okay.
also from that. And but the majority of my jobs, I did go into the restaurant business for 2 years, but the majority of my jobs has been cleaning business,
Okay.
cleaning jobs.
Okay. Okay. Great. So you were in the coaching business before. So you was working with women one on one. So it sounds like you have really good relationship building skills. Coaching. You was actually working in hospitality at the hotel. So it's like you have really good skills with working with people.
Mhm.
That's great. That's great. So
Even though I'm an introvert, it seems like things that God calls me to is always dealing with people.
Bunny said she's got to deal with us. That's what an introvert would say. I still got to deal with people.
I like being by myself, but God never calls me to things where I just be by myself. He always makes me deal with people.
Well, that's wonderful. I think pushing you into your comfort gives you this glow that you carry every time I see you. I watched you start your faith of walking into your new business right here. And I said, look at, Bunny just blossoming with this new business. And I've watched over the year how you seem to be more excited with this business. And even though you're working with people, this is the first time I've really seen you like just be in this space of, I feel like you're in a new chapter for yourself. How do you feel about it?
Yes, I like it.
You do?
I'm confident in this.
I can tell.
Calling.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So we're excited to have you here at RFD Talk. Is there anything else that you want to share with us? Like, for instance, like what ways can people contact you? What type of resident services do you specialize in? Is it the entire house or part of the house?
Whatever the person would like to receive. I have some clients that just do half of the house, want to get half of the house clean. I have some clients that want to get their whole house clean. It's all based on what they would like. My business number is 629-204-0643. My website is BL Cleaning Service, B as in Bonnie, L as in Lynn, cleaning service.net.
Oh, I love. So that's your website. Let's put your website. I didn't. I apologize. I didn't know you had. Let's put. Now, what's your website address again?
www.
Let's put it. I'm going to type it in. www.
.bl
BL.
cleaning service.
Okay, cleaning. I'm going to put it in so that
Cleaning.
Oh, sorry.
ing.
Here, I have you typed in. Go ahead and type it in because you probably can spell it faster than me. Hello, welcome to RFD Talk. We are here and excited to be here with Bunny Robinson, and she is the owner of an amazing cleaning company that's local here in the greater Nashville. And you can find it. We just put it in the comments if you're watching from YouTube. If you're watching from Facebook, we just put it in the comments, and it's BL Cleaning Service.net. So check out her website. And she was telling us she does all residents. And do you have consultations? Do you make consultations or do you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
People do have to book a consultation with me. I'm not going into nothing blind. So they have to book a consultation with me before I do a cleaning.
Oh, good. Listen, it is, I tell you, discovery calls and conversations with people is very important because I tell you, sometimes you don't want to go into stuff blindly. I've had that happen. And then you like, I should have knew better. Should have did some consultation. Consultation is important. So we are excited to have you. We're going to do a quick commercial break. And so that we can come back in just a second. And please, if you have any questions or you would like to have any questions for Bonnie, please let us know. We'll come in a second. This quick commercial.
You're testing and always need to stick your fingers to test your blood sugar. The new way to live your life with diabetes is with a continuous
One 424-5274.
Welcome back to RFD Talk. Good evening. Happy Monday. Beautiful people. I am here excited today. It is Monday and we're talking about how to start a business. I'm telling you today, the best thing you could do for yourself is start a business. It is one of the funnest things you can do for yourself. I think it helps you manage your time well. How, do you find that you have a lot more freedom with your time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're here with Bonnie. For some of you who are just tuning in with the RFD Talk, we are here with Bonnie Robinson. She is the owner of BL Cleaning Service, and we are excited. She is in her first year, and we're excited to hear her story, her testimony of how her business have expanded and grown. And she's sharing her faith with us today. Bonnie is a first-time radio person, and so she's like, I told her, girl, we are like in the living room, right? Everyone know RFD, right? RFD. Everybody know that I'm about fun. I'm about be yourself. I'm about love. So we are just excited to have her here on the show. And so please chime in, call in. You can call in and make Bunny feel right at home here in the greater Nashville. And my international friends, y'all know how to send us some love and light. Come on, and my global friends all over, just come on and call in and tell Bunny how well she's been doing and ask her some questions about this magnificent, prospering business. So Bunny, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like what is it about Bunny that we want to come to your business? What's so special about BL versus me calling one of the local or other down the street?
Well, BL Cleaning Service, we actually clean. We don't wipe. Like if I'm in the bathroom, I remove everything off the bathroom sink and clean. A lot of the cleaning service that are out there, they'll wipe, like they'll leave everything on the counter and just wipe around. I don't do that. I move stuff and clean.
Oh, that's a very important feature too, because really that's considered as deep cleaning. That's how see to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. If my ex-husband ever watched the show, he would deep clean. And I'd be like, oh, I love him for that. That's important. Deep cleaning is very important, people. That part. And so that's great. I like to hear that you all get in there and get down in the crevices where that all the little musk and dust gets. Okay. So that's how you wipe. That's, Dr. Ben as our pastor, he would say, it's the little small things underneath your car that, underneath your seat that you leave unseen. I forget how he teaches that, but it's such a true thing. It's those little small things that you leave just behind the dust behind there that doesn't make it flow. It doesn't allow the anointings to flow. It doesn't allow the flow of cleanliness is godliness. Okay. Cleanliness is godliness. So I was blessed, with my ex-husband because he deep cleaned and I was on the surface clean. Okay, that's so. What products? One of the customers would like to know. One of the listeners would like to know, what products do you use, Bunny? Because products is important to the consumers. What products do you use? We have a question.
I'm sorry, I cannot reveal my products. That's a secret.
Oh, so she can. Okay, this is like Kentucky Fried Chicken. She said, "What type of products?" Thank you for asking that question. But BL Cleaning Service has like a Kentucky Fried Chicken. Everybody got to be a little something different, right? Okay, something different. That's how we have to be sometimes, because being like everybody, if they might know your secret, then they'll know how to keep it clean the way you keep it clean. Mm-hmm. Wow, we definitely. Do you have on your website pictures that we can see when guests go on or listeners get to go on to your website? Show any pictures of your deep cleaning?
I don't have any on my website. I post them on my social media, but not on my website. Not yet. It's coming.
Okay. Well, listen, I understand marketing, honey. Anybody want to market for RFD, you can call me today, 615. Okay, 615. You can call me today, because marketing and getting all this stuff for your website. My website is under construction. So I have grace for those who are under construction websites, and I have understanding to, learning how to do all these fabulous things, So this is what we do, how we do it. Okay, I get it. Are they biodegradable? Thank you. We appreciate all these amazing comments. Are they thank you, Jasmine. Thank you for asking these nice questions. Are they biodegradable or natural? That's a good question.
Both.
They are both. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Well, we got a little bit of the secret what happens in BL, and that's important because I find I love natural products in my home, for my own personal services. I use natural services products because they seem to not harm my skin as much. I'm so bougie. I like that too. I deserve to be bougie. I like being bougie, and I am bougie. And so I like having natural products. They just seem like they don't sting my skin as bad, and they don't age my hands. And because, of course, I am by trade a licensed nail tech, I don't like to have my hands looking dry and beat up by chemicals. So that's a great thing to know. So that's good. So that you'll get a little both. Okay, and I find that you sometimes need a little both, because I found like this. My condo has a cheap plastic tub, and the natural products does not clean, remove the grid is good. But if I use a more chemical based product, it gets in that plastic better, and I don't like using it, but it finds to that it cleans that type of plastic, and that's, like I said, it's like not that I think it's the plastic. It's the natural product is just too gentle, and it doesn't really break it down. So why did you choose this profession again? What was that reason that you chose this profession?
I have been, prior to me starting my business, I worked cleaning jobs for 8 years.
Okay.
Once again, I worked at hotels. I worked at a hotel for 2 years. I worked at a university for 5 years. I cleaned at a mall for a year. Like, I've worked plenty of cleaning jobs. And it's so funny because thinking back when I first moved to Nashville in 2013, when I was putting in applications for jobs, I actually put in application for like customer service job, computer jobs, and none of them would hire me because they said I didn't have experience in working computers. So I started putting in applications for cleaning jobs, and they were the only ones that would call me back. So that's how I ended up getting into cleaning.
That makes sense. So it kept drawing you in. And you had mentioned you moved here in 2020 when?
2013.
2013. So so where did you move from?
I moved here from Atlanta, Georgia. Prior to Atlanta, Georgia, I lived in North Carolina. North Carolina is where I was raised.
Oh, so you were born in North Carolina or just raised?
Born here in Nashville, Tennessee, and raised in Greenville, North Carolina.
Greenville. And you said you lived a little bit in that Atlanta, Georgia too. Oh, so you've been moved around a little bit. She's a Southern belle, so I don't know if she's not single, I don't think. I think her status said unsingle. Are you single, married? Tell us a little bit more about Bunny. She's traveled through the South. She sounds like she's had a good career. I would love to go to North Carolina. That's on my list of activity living out loud and bold. I will be going to North Carolina because I don't have a list. I have the live out loud and bold right now syndromes. I think some people have a list, but RFD have a live right now boldly lifestyle. So I want to go to North Carolina. Atlanta, I haven't been in a while, but I definitely need to revisit Atlanta because there's a lot of fun stuff happening in Atlanta. I need to go back and see it. I haven't been there in a while. So okay. So do you love being here now?
Yes.
You do. So you think you're gonna? So does that mean that are you engaged? Or you are seeing someone?
I am single. I mean, I go out on dates and until I get a ring on my finger, I'm single. Until I walk
Did
down
y'all hear
that?
If you listeners can hear how beautiful she is, and if you viewers are watching, y'all see how beautiful she is, and she's gorgeous, right? Here on the RFD Talk. So she is saying, like, until a ring get on it. Okay, I love it, girls. You know, women got to know what we want. We got to know what we want. This is our time.
And no, I'm not taking care of no man.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, you heard that part. She got a lucrative business, but she is not available to take care of no man. Okay. All right. Sister Bunny Robinson, you heard it right here on RFD Talk. You heard it. You heard me. You hear me. That's how we say it down here in good old dirty South. You know, that's it. Get a little happy, people. Be happy. So I'm happy for you. I'm glad that you are very aware that is important. Knowing what you want in relationships. Like I said, it sounds like you are really good at having good relationships because you got your return customers, you've been in cleaning, and it's opened your doors to starting your own business. And so what do you like the most about, just being a CEO and what is it? Are you starting to make the money you like? Is it the time flexibility? What is your favorite part about being a CEO?
It frees up time. I like that. It frees up time. The money is good. And I like building relationships with the clients.
Oh, I think that is wonderful. I think that's the best thing I love about business is the relationships. I've been a business owner of several businesses. Some of you people know let me share what my father-in-law would say. He said, you're going to keep running businesses until you make all the $1 million. He said, you're not stopping until your millions and millions and flows. And I said, that's me. But one thing I found is, I lost some businesses I might have got fired from, partnerships, you break them up and they fire you. I don't care. But that's okay because guess what? You grow up from those things and you move on and you learn about yourself, right? But you learn that it's important to build relationships. And you learn about those relationships. You learn about yourself if the relationship is a long-term relationship. Some business relationships are long-term. You'll be with them for a long time or customers forever. And then there's some that's just part of your life for short-term. And part of your life, some of them are just really short and teach you a lot of lesson in that one impact with that person. So I think the most valuable thing to me is the relationships. I really think as I look over being in business for myself for over 30 years, I feel like it's the relationships. When I look at my relationships, I value them a lot. And whether the business expired, I still continue to work with those people. So congratulations. Those are some really key things on how to start a business, to have a thriving business, and for you to have pivot in the time. How was that for you? You know, all the change we went on. Why did you feel like cleaning was one of the best things to do during all this pivoting, and hotels was slowing down, things were shifting, and in the last past year, what made this a business of I would say uh, recession reproof? How did you get to that place? Are you comfortable with that even in the recession of life? You know how we had that moment where the world was shut down, and so how do you feel about being in that type of business?
The cleaning business wasn't affected by the recession. I still, when jobs was shutting down, I still had a cleaning job. Yeah.
Oh, see, that's a good thing to know. You are still able to be lucrative, have flexible time, and healthy relationships during a trying time when some people were trying to figure out if I have a job anymore, or what do I do next?
Yes, the cleaning business, it actually thrived during COVID. Mm-hmm.
It did. Wow. And so you saying during the COVID time, your business was a thriving business. And tell us why was one of the reasons it thrived so much? Because I have an idea why. So what would you think that everyone still needed a cleaning service during our most challenging times with COVID?
Because people want the germs out of their house.
Yeah. Amen to that. I'll tell you, you want the germs out of your house. Yeah, that is really good. So that's a wonderful thing to have discovered. I never really thought about how important your business is and can be during a time of a pandemic. That's awesome. So we are really excited that you came out today and had your radio interview. Now you're ready for television, and we want you to come back. It's all it takes is one interview. She'll be doing television. She'll be writing magazines. I'll be like, girl, I remember when you came to the RFD Talk, and you was only a 1-year businesswoman, but now look at you. So you definitely have to come back and make sure that we are following you. If you decide to make a commercial or ad with us, we'd love to have you as a sponsor here on the RFD Talk, and we would definitely love to have you come back. And so, do you have any specials in this month or coming up? Any special deals for our audience and listeners and viewers?
Give me a call and you'll find out.
Tell us your number again.
629-204-0643.
Okay, she said you have to give her a call if you want her special deals. I love it. BL Cleaning Services in the house here at RFD Talk. We are excited that she came all the way here to see us, and we are delighted to have her and to hear your story. Tell us, is there any other great things that you want to share that you and God created in existence, and what we need to know? And is there any other special things you want to share with us today before we're almost at the end of the hour and we'll be wrapping it up?
Before anyone goes into a business, pray about it. Make sure God told you to do it. Do your research, market, register your business, and open business accounts.
Girl, I'm sitting next to a multi-millionaire. Let me tell you those. How many facts that you just lay it out to the RFD Talk listeners all around the world, all the listeners that will listen at this at another time. Did you hear those steps? How many steps did you just tell them?
4
or 5 steps how to start your business, your lucrative, faith-filled, Holy Ghost led, money making, easy sleeping money, money in the bank while you're sleeping money. It sounds like. So we're gonna have you come back. You can maybe write a book on those 5 steps, how to get out there. I just see so many great things for you, Bunny.
Thank you.
She's such a beautiful lady. So if you a man that is thinking about putting a ring on it, okay, you know RFD.
You better have some money.
Oh,
God in your life.
Okay, God first and money. Okay, they go together. They hand in hand. Okay. If you want to be with me, I don't know who did this. Beyonce, all these people got all these songs. I don't know. I'll be trying to keep up with it. But my grandson coming, he gonna be getting more reels for me, more shenanigans coming soon to the RFD Talk, hanging out with the grandkids. Bunny, thank you, girl, for being you here at the RFD Talk Show. We love when people are in their authentic self. Your testimony will reach millions of young women deciding to start their business. You gave them great steps. Those are the steps to put in place. And once you put things in place, I will say as an entrepreneur, once you put those steps in place, they kind of just become like the foundation to everything you need. And you just continue to have that relentless faith and continue to walk it out. I say every day, get up and do your business, even when you don't feel like doing it. Those are days that I'm telling you, as an entrepreneur, there's many days RFD didn't feel like it. Okay. There's many days that RFD was like, oh, I got to make that check. The check ain't coming without me making it. So I tell you, I have partnered with some W-2s before, but I definitely love living by faith. I believe that that's what my calling is to get the 1090, because I like to create my own time. I like to do what I love. And so if you're a person that likes those type of things, you definitely want to write the plan, what the Lord said to RFD tonight. Remember what he said to all of us. This is your week homework to remember to write it down, make it plain, make the vision plain and clear that anyone would see it and could run off with your plan. So we are super excited. Again, if you need any services from Bunny, please contact her. What is your pages again?
My business number 629-204-0643, and my website is blcleaningservice.net. B as in boy, L as in Larry, cleaningservice.net.
And I am Robin F. David. I am the executive host of RFD Talk, live here at the Mighty 147, the Heritage Station WVOL in Greater Nashville. We're sending you love, light on this Monday evening. And I also want to encourage you to, if you need help with any healing with your emotional wellness, I help women live in their truth. My mission is to brighten, to believe, and to teach the truth. And what I do is help you get your alignment with your mind, body, and spirit through self-care, emotional managing, learning how to be present, to become your super powerful versions of yourself. And if you would like any coaching, please inbox me at robindavid09@gmail.com. I will definitely love to set up a discovery call, or exploratory call, where you and I can talk about your personal development. If you have experienced loss, brokenness, if you experience grief, if you are ready to reinvent yourself, mind, body, and spirit, and living your supernatural, personal passion, hey, contact me. And definitely check out my books. If you'd like to purchase a book from me, I am a best-selling Amazon anthology. Is called Healthy, Abundant, and Wise. To check out the story that literally changed my life. And then if you also want to learn more about healing from the inside out, I have, Bunny, I have a workbook that I definitely urge you to get, and we can go through this workbook together. I would definitely love to work with you on your emotional wellness so that you can create more alignment, more peace, more balance, more harmony in all the areas of your life. I am Robin F. David, inspiring you to embrace, love, and nurture yourself. Beautiful people, nurture yourself because you deserve it. And I'll see you next week because we're at the end of our time, and we are going to say, let this week be the best week ever. And remember that you are number one. Treat yourself well, be kind to yourself and others, and have a great night. We love you all. Thank you, listeners, radio listeners, podcast listeners, YouTube listeners, and Facebook followers. Have the bestest evening. RFD is signing out. Yay. We love you guys. Thank you for being here. All right. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Love you guys. See you next week.